Here we're back here. It is Friday, Being Guillén on La Vida Baseball. I'm back with the crew. Oni, Paillo, and Ozzie. What's up, guys?
What up? What up? Well, same thing as everyone. I mean, I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show, losing, trying to get better. I saw that you played against the Marlins guy, Starlin Sharp. That was pretty cool.
I didn't do as bad as I thought I would do.
He's good.
It was only a 7-4.
Who's that? Give you that. Starlin Sharp, my early kid.
My dad only knows probably about like 12 to 14 teams, maybe. You don't know.
14 teams.
Name somebody on the Marlins that's not named Miguel Rojas.
Don't mind him.
Exactly.
He
knows the manager.
So, unfortunately, there was some really bad news in the baseball world and in the world of the Chicago White Sox family with the passing of Mr. Ed Farmer, Farmio, former Major League Baseball player, legendary broadcaster, and an all-around great guy. And our condolences for his family, his friends, and everybody that loved him, because it was it was a shock to the fans, and you could see the love pouring on Twitter. I wanted to give everybody a chance to say what they thought about Farmer and what they meant to them in their life.
You know what? I honestly grew up around Farmer, and if you listen to, he was the voice of me growing up on the radio, being old enough to know what's going on. Him and DJ, I've known Farmer a long time. Everybody that's been around in the clubhouse, the dugout, many big Notre Dame stories. Loved to play golf. Was a good friend of the Ruby family, and it's a big loss for not only the baseball community but the entire White Sox community. And he's a product of St. Rita. Chicago lost one of their own, and probably the best storyteller I've ever been around.
That's what I was going to say. Probably the best storyteller I've been around. Being the youngest guy, he always treated me awesome. What a great guy to relate to. The stories that he had, I think, especially the way he talked about his golf game, I think everybody can remember that. And I remember the whole college transition when I was trying to go to college. I would talk to Farmer all the time because he was a big Notre Dame guy. Always talked about baseball and stuff. So he will be missed. I know the games won't be the same.
Well, for me, talk about Farmer, we had to do like 20 shows. Farmer, he was a great man. I think I never see anybody be more positive and more great to be around than Farmer. By the way, when you had a phone call from Freddie Garcia, he's got his own life, doing his own stuff, and
he impacted everyone.
It's impacted a lot of people. By the way, yesterday they have a press conference with the players and myself, and I said I'm not going to be in the press conference because I think the players. Fans have to know how the players love him, not myself. I hung around with before I called Farmer before Google was Google. Farmer was Google.
Well, and you know what? He's the kind of guy that if he didn't know, you would believe him. If Farmer said the sky's green, he had a way of spinning it to make you believe.
By the way, he did make it.
Spanish.
By the way,
Spanish perfectly.
He played.
Como está, señor? And I always remember this. The manager show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, here with Ozzie Guillén, blah, blah. And he would always ask my dad, what do you expect from John Danks? And after the show's over, he's like, what do you think I'm going to expect? I want him to throw 9. But I always remember that. Good stories.
It's one thing about Farmer. By the way, Mr.
And Miss Carrie Schuler's watching too. Ron's daughter. I know she's a big
speed
farmer.
raiser. He like the speed. He like, oh my God, he always liked to fly. And he made me buy the 3.6 turbo 911, the one I have right now.
He was the one that influenced
He's the
you.
one made me spend $100,000 in that car.
On your Cora.
I feel like
I still have that car. And I told one of my kids, I said, well, if I got a grandchild, that's the one you're going to use to go to high school.
He's one of those guys that you feel like was connected to everyone.
Everybody.
Hey, I need a license. Talk to Farmer. Hey, I need a ticket or take care of. Talk to Farmer.
Story in Baltimore.
So you was on the plane?
So yeah, Baltimore, we couldn't take off.
We're on the plane.
Yeah,
you were on the plane.
Couldn't take off on time because the president was coming in or going out, but there was no flying at the moment, and they were saying it was going to be like 2 to 3 hour wait before the plane took off. And somehow it all started that Farmer could get the plane off.
He asked me, what happened? I said, well,
we can't.
That's what happened.
This is what happens, and he was like, "Oh, I'll take care of this." And
who do you think lied more, Farmer or Hawk?
Hawk.
So he called someone I don't know who he talked to, but we were taking off in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
He also was the one that set up the whole trip for people to go to Air Force One.
Hey, by the way, if you a golfer and you want to shoot 60s, you play with Farmio.
Pick it up.
The suit you on the green, pick it up. Farmio, I'm 50 feet away from the thing.
Yeah.
But that guy was positive. By the way, I know Farmio for so long time. He was in Venezuela. I play against him in AAA. He was scouting Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
And he was scouting from our clubs. Like, come on, what are you doing here? You play against it. That's a good man he was.
We have people saying hi from Florida. Courtney Alexander.
Hi guys. Hey, don't make him cry now.
So again, we could do.
I can be talking about Farming for my God.
So we can. We might make a special just on Ed Farmer's story. I think if the White Sox and the station want to literally get the players together really quickly, like Ozzie said, I think the impact on Latino players. I have 3 Latino guys, and them. One of them being Eduardo Escobar, asking me, "Hey, is this story true?" Because again, he was a guy that made everyone feel very comfortable, and he was always very kind to our family and Being Guillén, somebody that we definitely will miss a lot in the White Sox family. But again, in a better place now. So
yes, we are.
The next big topic, okay, for today's day is one of the bad things that has come out of this quarantine. That is actually a good thing. Is ESPN has actually pushed ahead the release of the documentary on Michael Jordan and the 1990 Bulls. So the reason that I think that this is a topic that I wanted to touch real quick is because, number one, we're from Chicago. We love the Bulls. Obviously, the connection to the Bulls. And then Ozzie was Michael's teammate. And
I like the Bulls when they were.
No, wait a minute. No. Ozzie, I'm not. But wait. Ozzie was Michael's teammate. No. Michael Jordan was my teammate.
Correct, in baseball.
Sorry.
But not only that, though, you guys were. So when you look at the math, you were in Chicago before Michael. So you saw Michael come in as a rookie. Obviously, the connection to the White Sox. He'd always come to the games. I remember being a kid and walking into the elevator and turning and being like Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, Horace Grant, Charles Oakley, Cartwright. We grew up in probably the best good basketball in Chicago. So this documentary is coming out. I think it's going to break every record on viewership because it's also a team that. There was no social media. It's all myth. Like no one knows what really.
Right, there was no cameras.
And also, everybody got to watch them because they're on Prime. It's like growing up with LeBron. You watch every LeBron game because he's always on TV.
I always say this that I was very. I remember we were at watching Michael's last game at the United Center, and we were there. We were there watching it. Last game as a Bull.
Yeah.
For me, my favorite memories of Jordan was I remember going to spring training in Sarasota, and Michael Jordan's here, and like watching him walking around his locker next to Frank's, and everybody he's just one of the guys. And I still remember I was like, I don't know, 8, 7, and I still remember going to spring training and the amount of publicity that it got. And then you push it to 20, 30 years later, I remember first getting to Chicago and being in the club, being out, and him just embracing us, drinking, having a good time, a true legend. And for everyone out there that has never been around Jordan or been around the 90s Bulls or seen that, that's what I would love for everyone to see, because now people are prisoners of the moment and they never really got to see it. So people that are young are going to be able to experience and see how amazing the 96 Bulls team was, and truly Michael Jordan being the GOAT.
I'll go. Mine's quick. I always say I've seen Michael because he owns Soulfly in Miami, a shoe store. His wife is from Miami. I know the store owner, so I know them. And the guy that I always see from the Bulls is Dennis Rodman. He would always hang out at Aventura Mall at the Cut or whatever, the restaurant. And he actually bought me a shot. He'd buy shots if anybody came up to him, take a picture or anything. He would buy you a shot.
As long as you didn't say no to a shot, you were fine.
Hey, but it's funny because he buy you a shot because the people pay him that shot. How much is the charge?
I know.
He's a great man too.
I know. Ozzy's probably got some great stories. I don't think we can tell them on the air.
I love Dennis Rodman as a kid, and then I had the chance because of the access that you have to actually party with Dennis and be around Dennis, and it was awesome. But I'm really looking forward to this documentary because you're gonna get to see Phil Jackson, the team. Because again, these guys were very eccentric off the court, but on the court, I don't think there's been a team like that. And what the next level they took it, I think there's no Kobe Bryant without Michael Jordan.
No.
I think that Michael Jordan made that killer instinct of, you got Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas, and like, they were
Magic
very
Johnson.
no, but they were very nice. No. I'm saying those guys are very nice. When you see their stories, they're like, oh, Magic's like hugging guys, and like everyone. Michael was like, there's like we're gonna allegedly a documentary is about like Michael fighting teammates fighting Michael.
That's what's great.
They're fighting me.
Well, so the baseball part, and again, everyone's seen on our social media the Joey Cora, Michael Jordan basketball story versus you guys, but he's very competitive, and he came out to the baseball with the Chicago White Sox, and you've always said that he did everything you guys asked of him. He was there, the first guy showing up. He was working with you guys and Walter Rainiac, so you got to see him being at 100% competitive.
Underrated pool player.
No, pool player. I think he's overrated.
Gambler.
He's an overrated golfer. Way overrated. But I think I can say so many things about Michael. I think nobody can work harder than him in baseball. Walter Rainiac, very tough coach, a very, very strict coach. He told us, you'll be here at 5:30 in the morning. You're not missing a day. And he never did.
The work ethic.
And the work ethic is unreal. And he told me, like, hey, come on, man. When you go to show up early here, say, hey, Papi, I'm playing shortstop. I'm not a guard.
And said, I've been in the big leagues for 8 years.
I did 210 to Michael. I treat him like a rookie.
Didn't you make him go get beer in the bus?
We played in Winter Haven against Boston or Cleveland, either way. I think Boston in that moment. And we run out of beer. But Michael had a blast. We playing cards.
Big gambler.
Ventura was with us. We smoking cigar on the bus. Nobody can say anything because Robin, Ozzie, and Michael was smoking cigar back. It was Mike Cameron and another
young Mike Cameron. He's playing in the minor leagues back then.
And we run out of beer. Obviously, Robin Ventura, I go, Ozzie, we run out of beer. I said, what do you want me to do? You're the only one can stop the bus. I made the bus pull over, and I told Michael Jordan and Mike Cameron to give beer in 7-Eleven in a gas station.
It was probably White Hen Pantry back then or something
By
like
the
that.
way, you got to see, and we're sitting there. We thought Michael was going to say no. Come on, man. I'm not going to get up. He just get up, put his cigar down.
One of the boys.
One went in, and we looking at him. James Baldwin was there, too. And all of a sudden, we see Michael coming with beer. Cheetos and all that stuff.
I hope he didn't make Cameron pay for it.
By the way, he might. He might. But by the way, you never. All of a sudden, we stopped there, we drink, and Ron Chula was waiting for me, and he just heard me out.
Don't stop the bus.
Why you stop the bus? When you need to stop the bus, who you think you are? I said, hey man, we just having fun. I don't care you having fun or not, but he just went out like another guy. Just like Biggie anyone. He respect people. He kicked my brains out playing pool. This man can play some pool. I
think anything. The stories like anything involved with money.
You talk about Michael, man. One day I'm 0 for 4 like every night. I was 0 for 4. I was very, very upset and ran to my car. And all of a sudden, it was you. Somebody go say, no, I think once I said it, kid go, hey, Michael want to meet you in the clubhouse. I said, I don't care talking with Michael. How about Ozzie Guillén say I don't want to talk to Michael Jordan? Everybody would love to talk to the guy in that particular time. I said, no, I don't want to talk to him. Who cares? My friend, Pedro Rojas, he was Michael's fan like everybody else was. He would start crying like, what? We're not going to come back and meet him? I said, hey, you go back and meet him. All the song I got back just because I said, oh, okay, he called me names. I cannot say here. So, you for like always, I'm not great like you. But let me tell you one thing, Michael. You only come to this ballpark when Jeter and the Yankees in town.
Well,
but that you don't care about us. Why I should care about you? And he started laughing and said, I hear you. You always have opinion, and you always have an opinion. But it was a great friend. He's a great guy, normal guy. Another thing, I was with the Marlins. When you called you nothing, people forgot how many years you played in the big league.
I don't know, Brett Penny.
And I went like, I have a phone call. Hey, and we're sitting in the tent drinking. You go, hey, what's up? I say, what's up, Michael? Everybody like, what? Michael, yeah, come on to this bar. I don't like to go to bars, disco and stuff.
Only hotel bars.
Hotel bar. I own hotel bar. Then I walk in, and Michael Jordan was with the guy played for the San Francisco Smith, and the guy played for San Francisco Niners. Jerry Rice. Sitting there smoking cigars.
Two casual nobodies.
And I walk in, and the security people just like, hey. And all of a sudden, Michael Jordan screaming, that's my boy. Let him in. I'll sit there with those guys like, okay, we start talking. Blah, blah, blah. Then I come back, I say, the guy I know Michael Jordan that way because they like, oh, making fun of me. Then,
and then they
call him.
They came.
I know let him in though.
You got a little pumped up. It helped the clout.
All the song I go there. I say, hey, look, I'm here with Michael. I take a picture, send it to Alex Gonzalez.
Yeah.
They show up, and I say, no, we don't let people in, and he let Derek Lee in, and Derek Lee go,
I love you forever.
He hugged Derek Lee.
Well, Derek played basketball.
I said, hey, let me tell you one thing. This is my boy. Don't play with him. And next day, it's funny because Mark Anthony was in town. I said, okay, from Michael Jordan to Mark Anthony, I was the guy for the money for at least 24 hours.
So a big Jimmy Sassetti's watching us. Woohoo! Yeah, we're going way back.
We got a message from Raja. He says, "What's up?" I said,
"Hey Raja, look, hey
Raja, Cajillo, buddy, Cajillo, thank you, Cajillo. I'm dying. I'll drive by there. I want to cry."
If they ask you right now, what do you take away? Golf or your wife? You say, take my wife for 2 weeks. I want to golf.
Oh, by the way, I take my wife for a week. I pay for it. Like, here's my credit card.
But seriously, but that's great that this is happening. The documentary is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have more news when it comes out. I want to give
little something positive, and it's something that everyone can watch at home. So
Raja, I hope you're staying at home and not playing.
You think Raja's sneaking on the course probably?
Yeah, he's probably sneaking out.
He called me already like 3 times.
So the third topic,
Raja's you're in. By the way, I don't feel that bad for people in Florida during this coronavirus. At least you guys have the sun.
Oh, they close. I know. I worry about Chicago when the suns come up and we can come out. Then I will be depressed.
Okay. So obviously we're going to be following this Bulls documentary, and we're going to definitely keep giving you guys more input here on the Being Guillén show on Vida Baseball. Being Guillén, we're going to keep giving you guys stories. There's so many years of friendships. Again, in the 90s, that was something really cool. But let's get into something a little bit more serious, a little bit something that has not been a story in baseball because obviously this Corona situation. AJ Hinch and Jeff Luhnow can start serving their suspension as soon as the season officially had started, even though there's no season. And some people are upset because they feel like it's not fair because there's no season. Some people are upset because, like myself, that the Red Sox have not been given their punishment. So Alex Cora, if he is going to be punished, cannot start serving his time. So a lot of people are kind of like bringing up the story again and saying it's not fair. Why is Major League Baseball doing this? So I wanted to get your opinions and your insights on this.
You know what? When we thought that everything was going on and everything, we had no idea that this was going to happen, of course. It's just unfortunate that this has taken place during the coronavirus, and now there's nothing the MLB can do about it. They can't go back. They had no idea this was going to happen. So AJ Hinch should thank his lucky stars. He lucked out. And the same thing with Luhnow. They really, really lucked out. They hit the lottery because of the timing of everything that's going on. So they came out and said, hey, their suspension is going to be served. MLB thought that the season was going to start. So it is what it is. I just hope that it was the same for others. But unfortunately, the timing of the coronavirus, these guys aren't going to be – these guys are serving their suspension right now. So if the baseball season were to be 3 or 4 months, their suspension really isn't that long. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
I think this is actually going to hurt their chances of getting a job next year because you're simply serving a suspension. New teams got new front office, new organizations. They don't know what they have and what they don't have. Right now, they'd be testing that out during the season, see who's good, who's bad, and they can't see that right now. So the teams are going to stay with their normal representatives. I do think it's not their fault that the coronavirus hit and the whole Boston situation. I
mean, how lucky can you be?
I just hope that the Boston situation with Alex, they actually count these days that are going on.
I don't think they can.
No, because
they can't because they haven't officially said anything.
Yeah. I think they'll count it and be like, it's 2 years, and they make them serve 1 year.
I hope. The old situation, we can sit here and talk for a little while, but the only situation I say, why Major League Baseball waiting to everything come to normal, then come out with Boston stuff and whatever happened? Because all of a sudden, we got to go through another.
Like you're saying, like the season. What you're trying to say is that the season's going to start, and then it's going to be some bad news for baseball.
Yeah, we got it. We already had enough bad news.
The excuse that they're making is that they haven't had enough time to do the punishment. Like, how much do you really need to? This is like, it frustrates me, and I did a special, and here's the thing on it that came out yesterday on our social media platforms. So, in the world of court, when you go in and you don't make bond, you don't make your bail, and you did 6 months. And then that is
Therefore,
added.
people are listening out there.
Well, I'm
That's
just saying-
pending cases.
No, I'm just saying, though, that time that you were in there already gets attached to the time you're serving. So if you did a year before your trial and they give you 3 years,
Yeah, you get out earlier.
you get
Like
out earlier.
six times got released.
Okay, you can. I don't know who that is, but again, that's how it works. So I'm hoping that if Alex Cora, I don't care how many times much they give him. They give him
Alex,
one day.
there's got to be more than Alex.
Well, we don't know.
Well, we don't know.
Again, we don't know. Again, we don't know. Alex is the only name that's kind of attached to it. But whoever is involved in the other Red Sox or in any other team that they say, okay, the season's been going on for 6 months. These other people have been caught in the same case because this is like, think about this is like a RICO case. Okay, and people don't know that.
That's
No,
what
I'm saying like
I think there's a lot more people going down, and I think that's why Major League Baseball had to put a stop on it.
Like this is bigger.
Because
This is bigger. This is bigger than we thought.
No, I think it's like your perfect example, a RICO case. Why? Because I think they're in, and I think right now they're trying to do the whole clean out the closet like they did with the steroids, and they're trying to take their time. Which, if they're going to do it right, might as well take your time, right?
Yeah. So I think that when you're doing that, again, we're gonna watch it. I just hope that both people get the same treatment.
Oh, they will.
You just want fair.
Hold on.
No,
What do you mean you will?
They should. Well, they don't will. They should.
They should.
They
Doesn't
should.
mean it's a guaranteed. I've seen baseball mishandle a lot of situations.
Well, Chris Young admitted to cheating, and then he got a job with Major League Baseball.
Well, that's usually how they.
Yeah, and you know what? And
That's
and
crazy.
not to like
That's unbelievable.
and everything that's coming out. Evan Gaddis.
So that's one of the other topics.
Yeah,
Okay, might as well just jump into that one.
Evan Gaddis came out and basically said that they cheated baseball and they deserve everything they're getting, which is
What is it? He
Well,
playing?
I don't know.
No, I know what it is.
No,
Right?
I-
He can't.
Oh, that's why he's talking crap.
He
No.
can't find a contract.
Yeah, that's why.
But
That's
my
why
point
talking.
is that this is what we wanted to hear from the guys currently on the Astros team.
He's also the guy in
Exactly.
the video. The main video that everybody you hear the banging. It's Gaddis swinging at
You
everything.
know what though? I think that for Evan Gaddis, and this is something again from my story and I'm a person that believes that when you admit something and you let other people know that I know that I did wrong,
It goes away fast.
no, not only does it go away faster, maybe he feels guilty and it's like, hey, I know that I cheated.
Oh, come on.
Paula Duca,
No, think about this.
hold on. Paula Duca talked about it. Paula Duca was on the Mitchell Report. Okay, he said I came out and said it. That's something that I'm not proud of, and I'm going to be linked to that forever. There's people that lie about it for 100 years,
And always be linked.
and they're always going to be linked to it.
Think
And
about
this-
this.
Pete Rose.
Think about this.
Alex
No,
Rodriguez.
No, think about
Yeah.
this. Name a
Oh,
guy.
Alex is a hero now.
Name a
Yeah, that's why
guy.
Paul-
Alex is a hero.
Name a guy linked to steroids. Name a guy linked to steroids. Everybody. One guy. Linked to
A-Rod.
right now,
No, anybody.
Who's linked to?
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Linked to steroids.
What's that?
Does nobody remember Andy Pettit took steroids and apologized for it?
Well, he said sorry.
Said sorry.
Well, that's a great word. And, you know, it's a
If
funny
you
because
apologize, you're good.
No, but I'm
no. I'm not apologize because I know how
That's
nothing to
different.
apologize.
Well, that's
Yeah, that's
different.
weird. But I think he said that just because he couldn't find a job. Now he's saying that, and he said, yeah, they're punishing the organization. They're punishing two guys. They're not punishing the players. That's why he's saying that. That's the reason he's saying that, and that's why I not get it. That's why we got to continue to talk about every day. Somebody out there will come up with this, but the loan. They already say it. The players say yes. We did.
By the way, and I know that
The
you
real
guys
player, no,
are
God is
no
not a
one's
real
gonna
player.
no one's gonna forget about what they did, and they will get booed once the season starts. If the season's 2 months, they're gonna hear it. It's gonna happen for the rest of their careers. So don't worry about that.
By the way, it's going to be something that's going to be linked to the organization forever. I don't have no issues with somebody saying, hey, this is what I feel like it. I did wrong. It happens. It is what it is. And you move forward. The issue is putting guys on pedestals that have not admitted to what they did, doing something that is wrong. I think Evan Gaddis maybe wants to get back into baseball as a coach. And by him doing this and saying, hey, I know what I did was
He took
wrong.
the first step.
And he took the first step to saying, hey, what we did was wrong, and I know it. Now I can say, hey, I think this guy
All
can
the role players have apologized. All of them.
Let's just call it. Let's call it what it is. We want Carlos Correa. You guys want Bregman, and Bregman instead of exactly instead of Bregman doing TikTok videos dancing. We want you like there's going to be
that's
tears.
not gonna happen because Bregman's dad is
He's a proud.
what's called a prosecutor. He's like he defends like murder.
Oh, well, he should put his kids in jail.
Yeah, we know. That's what we want. That's basically what we want. We want them to be like show remorse.
I don't care. They won. They have their MVPs. Everybody in baseball has cheated. All I want them to do is apologize.
Well, a lot of fan
That's
bases.
it. If they made Barry Bonds, Pete Rose,
Yes.
Shooters Joe
Alex.
Jackson, Alex,
Yes.
if they made these guys apologize and live with it,
That's okay.
like why not just come out and
And
apologize?
A-Rod's
A-Rod will always be to me.
This is my
to me, the best.
legacy.
Him and Barry Bonds and A-Rod to me are the two biggest legends in baseball. Why? Numbers wise, position wise, all that. And they made him apologize. Like, is Altuve's career going to get make worse or Bregman? No, it's not going to change at all.
Show remorse.
You're still going to look at them the same way. You just have to show remorse at some point.
So for everyone out
And
there,
it doesn't
the moral of the story is if you cheat, say sorry.
Not sorry, though, but it's not only
In baseball and in life.
By the way, it's not only that, though. It's admitting that you did wrong. That's what when you go to court and they say, how do you have remorse? When you go and try to get, when they let you out early, parole. It's do you have remorse for what you did? And Evan Gattis maybe wants to go be a coach and saying, hey, did you learn from your mistakes? And he's saying, hey, man, what we did was messed up. You could be doing something at a moment because I've been in baseball. And you get caught up in saying, ooh, winning.
Yeah.
And you do it, and then you go afterwards and say, man, I don't think that what we did was right.
Gattis, it should be a coach because the coach in baseball they have right now in the minor league, they don't know too much about baseball. This kid does. Believe me, they don't know much about baseball. They just go by the book, do this, do that. I think this kid at least have a common sense about play baseball. Why not to be a coach to
Talk
help
about a
people?
great story, by the way, for like career-wise, retired and stuff. Evan Gattis' story is crazy.
He went to Zulia to Maraca.
That guy was working at Yellowstone
also
Park,
got
Public
this.
Park as a janitor. And then he went to a random tryout.
Good for him.
He's like 20 years old.
Yeah, but good for
Feels like
But I'm
freak
saying,
power.
I'm going to give you a quick example on this, okay? You don't know. So Mark Hallberg, who is now a coach with the Giants, I was there in spring training, okay? He was Oni's teammate, great baseball mind. He was like, this is crazy that we're here in spring training talking because the first time that I was ever in a big league clubhouse was when I went with your family back when we were in college.
Manny Machado said the same thing.
Okay? Manny said the same thing. When you're not in the world of baseball, which our upbringing is completely different than everyone else's unless you're in the game of baseball, you don't know what to expect when you get to a big league clubhouse.
True.
It's like going into a corporate America office and you're sitting with the VPs. You're like, that guy grabs a cup, you grab a cup. That guy goes to the bathroom. So you do as other people do.
You just follow.
You just follow. So there's a lot of people that when these young guys were saying, hey, I got this code, and nobody said, hey, man, we don't do that here. So all these young guys that were getting blamed, like, they were just following directions of like, oh, this is how we do it.
By the way, the guy who wins out of all of this is Jeff Luhnow. Jeff is going to leave baseball. Doesn't care about baseball. Is going to go back into corporate America.
Yeah, make money.
Make a ton of money.
Make more money.
Because I'll tell you one thing, he was very successful.
And probably write a book.
Very
Very
successful as a GM. And not only that, he's the only GM to go into baseball and get 2 cases against him. Not 1, 2. Remember, St. Louis Cardinals was going to be investigated for stealing information out of computers.
Yeah.
So pretty much whenever a corporate America guy comes in, now everybody's going to want a corporate America GM.
By the way, so everyone is also going to be like, hey, Jeff, can you come and be a consultant? Because that's how it happens. But again, another thing, and the next part of the story, and thank you for tuning in here on La Vida Baseball and the Being Guillén show, is there's a lot of people out there throwing out some crazy scenarios. It's almost as crazy as watching Tiger King if you haven't. Please watch
God, Tiger King.
Tiger
I gotta watch it.
Gaten, you're Tiger King. Big toe, big toe. You're Tiger King.
Watch
Watch
Believer.
Okay.
I have to watch Tiger King because that's everybody talk about. I have to do it.
This coming out with Ozzie Exotic. He's upstairs taking a nap, partying last night. But Scott Boras, okay, a name that is his agency and himself are known as the greatest agent of all times in baseball. And he's someone that's out there and he's pushed the game. And, he's got somebody that, is playing right now in Asia and he's always pushing the limits. But he came out and basically said
we got people in Puerto Rico saying hi.
He had a plan.
Thank you for watching Puerto Rico.
That he had a plan, okay? And it's called functional isolation. And this is almost as bad as, man, I was watching a video the other day about like Ronald Reagan talking about Star Wars and like lasering. It's just something out of this world. Scott Boras is talking about playing the games in spring training, making 2 divisions, which basically be like Florida and Arizona. And basically the way that you explain it is guys living in a bubble and playing baseball.
And having no contact with anyone.
And having no contact with anybody.
Well,
at least he has a plan.
Well, I mean, this guy, this is what's going to happen now. It gives the idea of MLB a chance to be creative and to do certain ideas. But Mr. Boris, I mean, this idea is just absolutely crazy.
Billy Madison, that is the dumbest. Now, because of all of us reading this and watching this, we are now
dumber. So the fact that he thinks that this is actually possible, or guys would even want to do
be an agent.
It's like, come on. Scott's forte is getting guys a lot of money. He's really great at it, but the whole pitching different ideas has been, very bad.
To me, just go to Twitter and follow Dave Sampson, what he say about Scott Boras for this comment. That was funny, but that was right on the money. It seems like he just care about players making money and he's making money. That's it. He don't care about people. He don't care about how we're going to do it.
Him the way that baseball treats people, do you blame him for trying to just like?
No, I do, but baseball people, like I said about the minor league, they don't care. They don't care.
To the other side,
they don't care.
But that's fine though. But this is something I want to bring up. Okay, this is the part that baseball and baseball fans need to get through their thick skull. Okay, and basketball fans and NFL fans and everything fans, golfers. This situation is not based on
dodgeball fans.
Yes, this situation is not based on your sport. We're not in a lockout.
Right.
Scott Boras.
We're waiting on the world to react.
The world. People don't even know.
Yeah,
everyone.
What's going to happen?
I can literally pull up 2 articles and it tells me the opposite.
Of what
everyone knows somebody in China.
Everybody here is speculating.
Or in China, this many people have come back.
Or everyone has a friend that works for a friend's friend in the Pentagon.
In the Pentagon, my second cousin slept with
sideways. Like everyone has a friend of a friend.
So no one really knows. Right, and if you think you know, you're full of it. You're literally speculating. So everyone in baseball.
Think that you guys don't watching Spanish?
They scare you.
Then you get confused, scared.
Like we're gonna die.
Well, by the way, this is a real. My friend Bobby Allende and his wife, he has it. I talked to him yesterday. And he got to the hospital. It's a very bad situation back there. And that's why I see Scott Boras making those comments. I go, wait a minute. You don't have anybody close to you went through?
I have a friend that survived.
I'm survived.
By the way, that he got it. He survived. He's home. He's fine. He's doing good. He's
great. You know, that's what we need to do.
So when people are like, the season's going to start on July 1st.
We don't know.
You don't know.
You got me. I've never used this.
No, but I'm saying that you have to be as safe as possible. But everyone's talking about like, this is going to happen.
Everybody's speculating.
But what happened if they come back to real life and they say, you know what, guys, we're going to go back to regular life, but we're not going to have any entertainment for a while?
And they can do that.
They can literally do that. They can do whatever they want.
Right now, the problem is in Canada with Toronto Blue Jays. In Canada, they're not allowed to have any
public events, but they're not the Blue Jays and Raptors.
They're allowed to play. The Blue Jays are allowed to play. Maple Leafs are allowed to play. At the end of the day, they could still say, you know what, they're not allowed to play, and you're not allowed to have people. Remember, that's also a hotel and a convention.
Oh, it's a lot of things.
But that's what I mean, though. I feel like people think that Manfred is like deciding like we're in a lockout, and players are saying we're not playing because of this. I have a question. They say, okay, we're gonna play. No fans, nobody. And Garrett Cole gets infected. And Garrett Cole's family gets infected.
But you know what?
And something bad happens.
Okay, Garrett Cole got money to survive. How about the people not have anything?
Yeah. Okay, but here's the part that's interesting though. And again, we're trying to put baseball in the special bubble. You're in entertainment.
Players are fine. Players are fine.
Retail.
People,
restaurant, retail, restaurant owners. Yeah, but it happens. Unfortunately, it's like a game of tag. Your industry got affected. Yeah. Like if they took me off the air today and said, hey, Ozzie, we have no money to cover the show, I can't be like, oh, baseball. It's not based on that. It's based, unfortunately, fortunately for the guys on the Houston Astros, it depends on what line you got caught up on. Yeah. It's like if you had
the problem with having an event, like if you still have a game and an event, there's gonna be no fan. Think about it. They really feel there's gonna be a game, no fans whatsoever.
Okay.
People are gonna try to go.
Coronavirus. Let's talk about baseball. We go coronavirus.
Like, let's be honest.
You're still gonna gather a group.
Event, and people are still gonna gather. Why? What's the first thing you do when you want to watch a Cubs game or a Whitesox game?
Oh, you gather.
You're like, hey,
pregame.
Come over.
Watch the game. And that's the thing with like, even if right now there's a UFC fight, people are gonna try to gather.
Yeah, they don't want to watch it by themselves.
Yeah, and I just saw Khabib just pulled out. He said, I'm not flying out of Russia.
They messed out. Nobody ever thought about it. Was they didn't think about the national lockout in Russia and be like, hey, Khabib has to fly out of Russia. So blame Dana White.
Or does Khabib want again? But Dana White is pushing his agenda, and everybody has an agenda, like a business. This is not Jerry Reinsdorf or owner X or Artie Moreno or anybody or man. It's the world. Literally. Do you think? And again, I know people don't want to get into politics. Do you really think on the list of top things to get back to normal? Do you really think MLB and the NBA and as much as they love that,
as it shouldn't be?
As it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
and that's the part.
Safety.
So with Scott Boras, and I know that in his world, this is the number one thing. I'm even talking about players. He's like, players are not going to be with their families. Right now, like you said the other day, I would be more concerned about being with my family at this time than getting back to anything.
Yeah.
We got a question from people out there saying, how many players do you think are actually working out right now?
All of them.
I don't know what it is, but these guys now love to hit, and they love to hit all the time.
A lot of people think their jobs are on the line.
Yeah.
A lot of people are very sleeped out.
But the thing
They
is,
canceled the minor league season.
They know what they have.
Suspended.
They're going to have a very quick. You guys asked me like, what you was doing is you was running through this situation. I say, me? I was in Venezuela, back in my boat with you guys in the boat, having fun in the beach house, hiding. I ain't touch a bat. I don't know what to throw practice. I don't know what to get loose at all.
People are wondering.
That was my style. Now players, they need a week. They need 25 at bat to go back and hit. Believe me, now the players take care of themselves way better. And it was my time. I grew up in the right time. Yes, because I enjoy baseball. Because now players, they don't enjoy baseball. This is a job. When I play, it was a fun way to do making money.
Yo, by the way, for Carlos Aguilar, I don't have it. Actually, this is funny.
Nobody here has the corona.
So I have an autoimmune disease that I don't go out and promote it on Facebook or my social media. I have an autoimmune disease. So like, and the people that are like the highest chance of getting it, I'm on that list.
And
so do I think I'm like, oh.
And we're also taking the proper precautions. The only place that we go to is here at home. So no one.
They know.
No, but there's people out there.
By the way, I don't even do. My wife, this week I got invited on Sunday.
We're one person away from having
the limit. So
yeah, because we're less than 10.
We're less than 10. So here's the thing. I got invited to like a social distancing party, okay, by a neighbor. And I said, I'm not going to it, even if it's like 6 feet away. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I didn't want to see people beforehand. Now I don't want to see people even more. How bored do you have to be? Like, I have Netflix. I have La Vida Baseball. I have, again.
Yeah. So no, we are not leaving the house.
I can say that. It's coronavirus.
I'm reading a book. That's how crazy this has gotten.
I read a book. By the way,
I'm washing my hands. I never did that before.
People, let me see. Let me tell you one thing. Coronavirus can be back outside right now, ready to come in. As soon as they see me and my wife and my kid, they go, hell no, we out of there. They're not allowed to come here. I guarantee you.
So talking about innovation, and this is the part that I find it really interesting because Oni said that this is a time to innovate. So I really believe this, not only for baseball, but for the world. Is life going to be the same? No. Is it going to be better? Yes. We should come out and be better. Grateful. No, and come out better. Like everything we should be grateful for and come out better. The league should be better. The life should be better. That's just the way that I look at it. Personal opinion. Trey Turner, shortstop, Washington Nationals, had a great idea and said, why don't we test this out when we get back? Okay? No more extra inning games because everybody hates it, he says.
Turner, by the way.
Justin Turner.
Justin Turner. So
Red beard. Ginger.
Wrong Turner. My bad.
Ginger Lean?
So no,
ginger beard.
So he basically said after the 10th inning, nobody scores. Grab your three best batters.
It takes too long.
Home run derby. No, you get 5 outs.
The Houston Astros once again are ahead of the curve. Houston Astros, when you're playing in extended, that's how the games end. You only play 5-inning games. The last guy, you pick a guy from each team, and you do a home run derby.
Okay, I like training. But you know what? I take too long.
There's a better rule.
Wait. What do you
I'm gonna put the guy in second base.
And I will say this again. Another dumb of the day goes to Justin Turner. Another dumb idea.
Yeah, very bad.
Good Lord. You're talking about dumb.
It's easy to put the guy in second base.
And you know what I like about putting the guy in second base? That then you make your managers valuable. You make guys who are bunting valuable. You make your position players valuable. Why? You can pinch run for a guy. You can have a guy just to run in case you go to extra innings.
So you rather put a guy at second than have the 3 best hitters come out.
It's quicker. The game's quicker.
You do it in the minors.
Yeah, the game's quicker.
In the minors, you do it.
But I think the game's quicker when you do that. Boom, menos second base, try it.
Yeah.
So first runner scores wins.
Simple, very NFL.
Or call the game, and if they need it later.
Or to go into a point system like the soccer does. If you tie, you get a half a win.
Japan.
That's one thing about soccer.
Hold on. So Japan, again, Japan does it, and it works.
12.
Japan, they say tie game.
It's over.
You get your point, and it seems to be working.
So you must have seen Mr. Baseball. Scott Paulson is watching us.
Scott Paulson.
And we're going to talk about Gloves Wilson, the best company ever.
By the way, Scott, I know. My condolence, man, because I know how much. My condolence.
Oh, condolences. I thought you said condom. I was like, what?
Hey, condom. Why? Because you are Farmio's boy.
I thought he said condom. And I'm like, condom? You haven't worn a condom since 79. Oh, actually, you probably never even worn one.
No.
You've been married for so long. You've never, this is something we're going to talk about the air.
Okay, so
I don't think you've ever worn a condom.
Wait, let's talk about gloves.
I thought he said condom.
One of those places I've been to.
Let's talk about gloves.
I will give him this. Scott Paulson took me to the Wilson factory.
Oh my gosh, beautiful.
And the tennis. They had a tennis design.
Did you see the office?
Oh my.
No, the office.
Also, one of the best parties I've been to was at Scott Paulson in Florida with my dad for the Super Bowl.
So I've been to. So
I've walked about 3 miles in the rain.
But I think Scott Paulson, I know he's hurt right now because his boy he passed away, and we glad Scott that happened because you know how much it was tougher, brother.
So I'm the person that loves gloves. Who's the worst defender of all times? I love gloves. I literally have all the gloves that I've ever had. I'm a Wilson guy. Sorry to them, but I have them. I keep them. I don't give them away. They're mine.
Yeah, we're Wilson.
By the way, Scott, I need 2 gloves when the season starts to take it to Mexico. 2 kids need a glove. They're good players.
Worst Wilson golfer. Ozzie.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, it's not the club's fault.
Not the club's fault.
Yeah, this guy golfs now with XPG XYZ. They cost like $5,000 to golf.
I pay.
Just because you use really expensive gloves does not mean.
By the way, so just because I had the best bats, the best gloves, and
it's
still struggling.
By the way,
we have
it's
a
not the
comment
arrow,
from,
it's the Indian.
From Brian Palmer, who's saying, never forget that the Astros cheated to win the World Series. Brian, that will never, ever, ever be forgotten. For the rest, people still remember the 8 Men Out, another great baseball movie. No one will ever forget.
By the way, right now, it's a lot of people writing to a script to make the movie about Houston Astros.
As they should.
You know who play the drums? Bobby James and Mark Quiñones. They can hear very clear.
As they should.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm playing the video games, MLB The Show. Everybody knows you can watch me streaming on the Being Guillén.
No, please don't.
On my Facebook.
You're embarrassing our family.
No, I'm actually playing really well. But everyone plays on it. But every comment, what do you think the first comeback is when I'm doing what I'm doing?
I play with the Astros.
No, what I'm saying when I'm playing with the Astros, they're like, "Oh, what are you banging on stuff?" I'm like, "Really, dude? That's like your number one." Like, it's gonna get to the point that's gonna get tiring.
You know what's kind of funny, and I kind of in a random weird way I wanted for baseball. Astros come win the World Series.
That would be.
Oh, you know what? The only
the funny thing is,
I got people.
They still have a very good team.
I got power to them.
I got friends there. I got Dusty Baker, dear friend.
I want it for Dusty.
I got Lopez. I got Lopez, coaching first base, real good friend. I got just Blum. I got.
You know why I want to do it?
Hey, Bracamonte there. You know, a lot of friends there.
You know why I want them to win?
Why?
Oh, I already threw all my. I don't want the Astros to win. They don't deserve it. I want them to be there.
Oh, they don't deserve it right now. Yes, they do.
They don't deserve it. Karma.
No, right now,
not right away. Karma.
No,
let them suffer a little bit.
No, 2000 whatever they cheat, that's over with. But if they win right now, yes, because I think why not? Why
everybody's cheating? Who cares?
No, everybody's cheating, but
everybody's not cheating.
The way they did, no. Sorry,
not that bad.
Okay, that's stupid.
What if they just don't get caught and nobody ever catches them? What if nobody ever catches these guys?
Well, it's
not awesome.
It's not cheating until you get caught.
But anyway,
advice on Being Guillén. Advice on Being Guillén.
We're not gonna forget them. We don't. But okay, it's over with. Major League Baseball make that decision. The punishing stuff.
But why are we gonna do? I think it becomes part of who they are as a franchise. Like the Yankees might not win a World Series for the next 30 years. They're still
They're still the Yankees.
They're still the Yankees. Like in the 80s, people weren't saying they were horrible, and people were saying I play for the Yankees. Like it happens. Like the Cubs are going to be the Cubs. The Whitesox are always going to be the Whitesox.
Braves will be the Braves. The Twins have their way. Now the Astros have that little thing like, oh hey, they cheat. They got caught. The cheaters.
So just like they were just like Oakland.
Moneyball.
I don't even know if the Billy Bean. I bet Billy Bean's like anyone that comes in is like Moneyball. He's like I haven't used that in 8 years. Like it's literally
a stigma.
It's like with you. People think just like when that little kid saw you in the bathroom and said
crazy guy,
and you were like, what the? Because you're not that. For me, it was like, hey man, I can be sober for 25 years, and I will walk into a bar and somebody say, hey Ozzie, you want to do a shot? I'm like, dude, I'm like 40 and I don't drink anymore. It's just you get caught up with the stigma of utility player, and it's like I'm not a utility player. I've been hitting 330, and I just play. I'm really good.
We all carry our own.
Everybody talks about this. What happens if you're a good defender in every position?
Yeah.
Javi Baez was getting used. They were using that against Javi Baez, the fact that he was better defensively than anybody else on the team. So his manager was using him in left, in short, in second, and they didn't give him a Gold Glove because they saw it as something negative.
Well, Rafael Palmeiro won a Gold Glove playing 30 games, I think it was.
So again,
By the way, the most overrated. Wait. All-Star games
and Gold Gloves.
and Gold Gloves.
Okay, you know, but
People are saying hi from Boston.
Super
Hello,
overrated
East Coast.
in
Hey,
the world.
Puerto Rican win the Gold Glove when they have Tony Fernandez,
Yeah.
Ozzie Guillén, Alfredo Griffin. He got like
Yeah.
he got like 20
So
guys
all-
better than
and,
him.
And All-Star games are overrated.
It's a
you had a
football.
good. Okay, so you got hot for 2
Good.
months. How about for the other 3
Yeah,
months?
that's good. That's right.
Or if you play for that team,
That's
no, I'm saying like
But
you get-
player, you talk about me,
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
that's
no,
true.
I'm saying you get one, but I'm saying like you get caught up in the thing like you're an all-star, okay? But in that position, you're playing shortstop in the 90s, 2000 with Derek Jeter.
I think
In the
players
American
should be
League.
All-Star.
Do you really think that Derek Jeter, even Derek Jeter, tell you like I shouldn't have been a starter in half of the games? Derek will tell you that.
By the way,
I think the players
Players should pick-
I remember, I always say that.
should pick every award.
By the way,
Every award.
this one,
That would probably
They
mean
have
a lot more.
they have a Puerto Rican,
Your own future.
Yeah.
they have a Puerto Rican shortstop back in the 80s, Diaz. He beat me in both. For the All-Star game, beat me in the boat. I'm playing every day for last 5 years, and this guy was in AA.
Yeah, I mean, these are things that are always
Well, the
going to
Yankees
be
always go through.
tough, and the fans, they have a part
Well,
in
it's
the
like
voting.
movies.
So
So the next topic I want to wrap
Same
it
thing
up.
with Mike McGuire. Mike McGuire,
Yeah.
he take home runs. He was the All-Star
right,
game. Mike
right.
McGuire said, "I ain't going."
By the way,
It happens all the time.
That happens all the time. It's like right now,
That's
literally,
a body.
by the way, right now, Derek Jeter could get voted as the #1 Marlin. Derek Jeter is the most famous Marlin. He never played a game with the Marlins. You talk Derek Jeter, they're like Marlins. Derek Jeter, I'm like,
Well,
doesn't
we
play.
played earlier. Name a guy besides Miguel Rojas.
I'd say Don Mattingly,
name a guy on the Pirates that's not Joy Cora.
the first baseman.
What's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Bell.
Oh, okay.
Okay, name somebody on the Reds. Not
Oh,
name
they got-
Suarez.
He knows
Suarez.
He knows guys.
Yeah, the
Name
guy.
somebody on. Name
the
somebody
guy
on.
very hard.
Name somebody on Baltimore.
Lorenzo.
Name somebody on Baltimore.
No, that's
Carl Ricky.
Exactly.
Okay,
It's
so
great.
the next topic, and we've been arguing this with fans, and fans the other day, I said it on my stream, maybe I was just playing really bad and didn't have that many followers. Here on the Vida Baseball, Being Guillén is favorite movies. So Major League Baseball, again, I think they might be lying about this.
Favorite
Made a-
baseball in baseball.
No. Made a list of like greatest movies of all times in baseball. So there's movies that like Oni and I brought up. So what's the name of it?
Comrades of the Summer.
Comrades
Never
of the
seen that
Summer.
one.
Oni's never seen it. So there's like a lot of movies out there. I literally started doing research of movies that no one's seen.
One of my favorite ones is
I'd even
El Pelotero. You actually see Miguel Sano as the process of him getting signed.
So I saw that one in
and,
the
then,
list.
and then you see a kid get caught. And it's a documentary. It's real. There's a guy that he was a big scout.
They
with the
find
Pirates.
him for the Pirate
And
yeah.
thanks to that documentary, they found out all the stuff that he used to do to steal money
Yeah,
from
yeah.
kids. Okay,
Big-
that's a real.
Big Toe?
They Wilder.
So that documentary. So again, so we're gonna pick 3 divisions, okay? Because if you're a documentary versus a fictional story, it's not fair.
I've even seen Ed.
It's amazing.
I've even seen a movie
Jeff
called
Luhnow,
Ed with
Mr. Marlin.
Ed the Monkey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great
underrated
movie.
Underrated.
Underrated.
And who's under?
Which one?
Junior.
Which one?
Wrong.
No.
Matt LeBlanc.
Man,
Okay,
On Friends.
Okay, so quick
Have
question.
you seen Ed?
Quick question.
You see the
Ed,
bananas.
Ed, or Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Oh,
So
Rookie
he
of the
hates.
Year.
So he hates Rookie of the Year. So
Wait a minute. No, he doesn't.
No,
He doesn't like the rookie.
No.
Even though he played with him.
No, I hate. No.
He hates Rosenberger.
You don't like the Cubs guy?
The kid.
The kid that's torn his
He
ligaments?
hates it.
No, wait a minute. The kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here.
The Cubs.
The movie.
Yeah, the movie.
You don't like it?
He hates
The
it.
Cubs?
I hate that kid.
Why?
I don't hate the kid. I hate that.
Rosentruder.
No, I like it. But it's a funny thing. But I don't like. I like movies. The real thing. The rookie, the lefty.
Okay.
I was going to say Doug
So
Creek.
so the 3 categories are going to be this, and I thought this was going to be easy, but it's not. So MLB made a list. I want to challenge it because everybody's like greatest movie, Bull Durham, and I'm like,
Bull Durham is very.
hold on, but
The Natural, stupid.
But I never-
Field of Dreams, not fun to me. I think it's
okay,
fun.
that's what I'm saying though. So
I think
I'm
it's
going to have 3 categories: documentaries, best baseball documentary, best real baseball story, and that one would be 61, The Rookie,
8 Men Out.
42, 8 Men Out, and then a fictional story.
A League of Their Own. Oh, actually, that actually
The
happened.
best one. La Raya de Gal.
Little Big League.
That would be
I
fictional.
actually played in the
That would
League of
be
Their Own.
that would be
That's a
fictional.
show.
And people always forget my favorite fictional movie. I forgot. It's Mr. 3000.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Mr. 3000 was not even on the list.
Mine's Mr. Baseball.
Mr. 3000.
Again,
yeah,
Thomas.
If anyone's ever not seen Mr. 3000, it is so underrated. It is amazing.
So I know this is not going to be hard for Oni.
I say, hey, what is
we brought someone over from used to play with you. Bull Lelouch. He goes, when did he play with you? He played a couple months with you in 79. What happened to Robert Young? Caesar Cooper. Where are those guys? They all declined. Amazing movie.
Is the dude the other dude.
I like the best movie I watched.
So my favorite documentary is the one with the A-Rod and the steroids.
Okay, so that
counts as one.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah, that
your
one.
favorite. Okay,
No, I like the movie, the documentary,
The A-Rod one.
the A-Row one.
Yeah, that's my one.
That's my first
but
number one.
don't tell me now. We can tell people. We're gonna tell social media. I want to revisit these movies and watch them and say this is my
Bastards
favorite
of
one.
Baseball.
And why
if you're a baseball fan, the Bastards of
It's
Baseball.
amazing.
Imagine this: an indie ball team used to participate against minor league guys. So imagine like AA. There's an indie.
Well,
ball
I
team.
look at this is the thing before I look at movies differently because I grew up in a clubhouse, so I like to see how close is the movie for it to being real. So for the love of the game, right there, it's right there with being perfect. Yes, because
Besides
besides the catcher wearing a game hat
Detroit hat.
to
John C. Riley.
who also is Dewey Cox. He wears a Detroit Tigers hat to his buddy's hotel room. He's wearing a game hat.
By the way,
people don't know, Sammy Sosa used to wear a jacket
I still think that's
to El Caña and show his baseball card to the doorman.
Let him in.
That's a true story. Hey, that's messed up.
Paco Martin did it too.
Where?
Paco Martin wears
Paco might be watching us. What did he do?
Paco Martin wears a White Sox jacket.
Also for the game when he goes, clear the mechanism. Get out of here.
Okay, but that
nobody goes.
Well, somebody might do that. And the other one is
when the bus stops at his
that's also true though. If there's an emergency,
not his daughter's house, his girlfriend.
Daughter's house. If there was an emergency, and if Mike Trout says pull the bus over, I got to get a kid. They could do it.
They could,
but
no. And no, come on, bro.
And someone said, "What about Sugar?" Terrible. He's not doing blow.
No,
why? I know, but they act like he's doing. He's like,
I'll tell you this right now. This does not make you feel that way.
He goes, I mean, it's not blow.
I didn't
Sugar.
know why they did that.
Because they want to. By the way, sugar is like what the thing they used to show people in the 1960s about marijuana. You're like, I'm going crazy.
Hey, Raja said, Nassim woke up. Raja, can you please bring Nassim to golf with my dad every day this summer? Come, bring Nassim every day to golf with him.
Anyway, my favorite movie ever from baseball is like when Bob Uecker was the man.
Major League.
Number one. As they said, the Major League 3 is actually underrated.
Back to the minors. Very underrated.
Okay, so we're gonna watch.
Very real, by the way, in the whole way.
So can you guys do this?
Oh, you know who's a guy? He's a pitcher. He was in the movie. It was like Netflix. No, the pitcher. He was with Alana, the crazy guy. Went to Mexico. No, he went to Mexico. It's in the movie.
Rick Vaughn, Charlie Sheen. Oh, no. Eastbound and Down.
Wasn't it?
Eastbound and Down.
That guy.
Yeah, well, that's a TV show.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that one. Yeah. I love that one.
Eastbound and Down.
This is what we're gonna do. We're going to add another category, the best baseball character, fiction-wise. But we have to actually go and watch these movies. So I'm going to, every night, every day, one point of the day, we have to watch.
I already have mine.
I got you. I can't because I have to watch La Doctora Napolini.
Well, I'm saying only Ozzie and myself. And again, watching a baseball movie with you is also very dreading because you're like, that's
someone saying, the fans are saying the Angels in the outfield. Very underrated.
I don't like it because the dad never shows up with
the dad didn't show up. He goes,
when are we going to be together? When the Angels win the pennant.
And that's why the Angels have not won, if no one believes in curses. That's why the Angels haven't won the pennant.
By the way, Matthew McConaughey plays center field in that movie. Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, the Angels. And then naturally he goes, pick me a winner, Bobby.
By the way,
pick me the one that
I like Bull Durham because he does everything minor league baseball players do.
By the way, I like there's a movie going to be called The Goat, El Chivo, but a different type of goat. The story of Ozzie Guillén.
Why not? I tell you what. If I can make a movie, it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be great, but it's going to be a good movie. Just from the day I grew up, all the way through it, you cry, you laugh, you hate me, you love me.
Even Tom Baffia's watching. No money right now, Baff. No house.
Come on, brother. No, always, guys.
We get you. I'm going to say something funny.
Love you, Baff.
I'm going to say something funny. And again, I'm going to bring him up. I put money in the jar. If the White Sox do not win in the next 10, 15, 20 years, At what point do you guys start saying Ozzie Jr. is right about the curse?
About Ozzie Guillén curse?
About the Ozzie Guillén. Well, it's called El Chivo's curse.
El Chivo curse.
Meaning the team.
I've always said it.
I'm saying, at what point do they call me and say, you have to bring your dad, dress him up in a uniform, and walk him around the field? At what point does it become a curse?
There's a couple franchises that he's going to do it for.
At what point? So the reason I say this is Marlins still to be talking.
Marcia said he rated 8. No, La Guaira.
Yeah, Mark. If my dad really wanted to do a movie, it would be rated X.
Okay, so I'm saying, at what
point? Really?
At what point, though? In what year does it become like this might be serious?
No.
Because like the Cubs, like the Cubs, they didn't come out and say we're cursed. It was like, oh, it's been 10, it's been 20, it's been 30. At what point do you say, oh my God, we're going for
I know, and the fans are still asking. Sorry to jump. The fans are still asking. Someone brought up hardball. It's a very sensitive subject for Ozzie. He's a big G baby fan.
By the way, the only thing I did not like was that during the movie they're in Chicago and they take him to Tiger Stadium. I don't like that.
Because Sammy, and it's not even Wrigley Field. It's Tiger they didn't have the MLB thing.
I feel bad is because violence got worse in Chicago after G Baby's death. I thought it would actually die.
Oh wait, who else gets? I saw a movie with Felipe Lira and he was crying. By the way,
G Baby. By the way,
have you ever seen Hardball?
Oh God, yes. By the way, I don't like to watch movies. That's great. It's going to make me cry. I don't.
In the uniform.
The Cucamongas.
The Cucamongas. I love it. Yeah, but I mean, see, we love. That's what we're doing during this quarantine. We're literally we're watching movies. We're discussing shows. We're talking about all this good stuff, and then we're trying to make something positive. I know watching any sport movie, I'm okay with it.
Well, I'm going to let a statement right now. Watch how many crazy hitting and baseball theories come out after this quarantine.
And nobody. The only people can talk about hitting, the guy hit 340, 320. No, everybody.
There's guys that can talk about hitting because I believe that everybody has a different theory of hitting.
Yes.
The same one will work for you. The same one will work for you. And there's so many things. Go on Twitter right now and watch Torrey Hunter. He blew up on a dude on the Teacher Man. He's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. And he said how much money he made. Torrey was getting paid $15 million with the Anaheim.
You know what I want?
Just a quick reminder.
I'm moving from Chicago to the suburbs, and everything is packing my house. I want to take my cape, and I go to tow.
You have a cape?
A cape, my cape to be.
Oh, your book.
I will cape. Your Batman cape.
By the way, for everybody,
hold
on. For everybody that's confused, Ozzie has. I don't even know how you said it in English. I guess a cape. It's a cape. What the bullfighters have, they go. He has the one that comes before the red.
We got fans even asking us about golf movies.
Tin Cup.
Tin Cup is one. Yeah, Tin Cup. I love.
But I'm saying though, here, okay. So your Matador thing, you're gonna start giving lessons on that?
No, it's just like Like,
so any kids out there, you want a bullfighting lesson? Come down to
golf movie.
Come down to the suburbs and
By the way, so Marcia said he just said something really funny, and I know this has a backstory, and I'm gonna ask him. Ozzie's favorite movie is called The Mannequin. So this was a 1980s movie.
The Mannequin. Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yes.
I thought it was Edward Scissorhands.
Who said that? Marcia said
it.
You know why? The Mannequin, because the woman was very beautiful. Now she worked in
Serious though?
No.
Marcia said it. What kind of?
She's the hot woman of the New York.
Listen, listen. If I watch movie with subtitles, and I speak very well English, I like to think, and some things I get lost in translation. I don't know what it means. Could you imagine this guy in 1987 watching a movie in English?
By the way, Marcia said he was a translator.
You know what movie I love, and I remember how much I love it because
Tanya Harding's thing.
No. I love the movie. Come on, man, you made me forget now. I love the one with Sharon Stone. When he killed the guy,
Basic Instinct.
That's a great movie.
But did you like it because she looked good, or do you understand?
No. I like it because she looked good.
What's Basic Instinct about?
You gotta. Okay. Basic Instinct, but they're looking for somebody to murder, and they told the police, and the police she got in love with the girl.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, he got in love with the girl.
He supposedly killed somebody with a
ice pick. With high pick, and that's why they hiding him.
He only saw the movie because of the scene with the white dress. Guaranteed.
You know what movie I thought it was his favorite? Remember the girl that becomes a mermaid?
The Little Mermaid?
No, the girl, like, her thing, she's a mermaid, but then when she drinks something, she's like, got legs.
I don't know, dude. I didn't.
1980. I'm just trying to think about
I've seen even
He
Power
said,
Rangers.
by the way, 1987 spring training. This guy was like, let's watch this movie today. He's like, okay, Mark, do the whole movie. The whole movie?
No, but come on. What's it like?
He said he wanted to
Sex
drink.
on the City. What's the lady? The Sex on the City is always have a
Naked?
sing.
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Okay, she was in that thing. Oh my God.
She made me and Jimmy watch it twice.
It was porn back then.
Okay, so for next week, we're gonna go down and digest because I actually
good.
follow me on like La Vida TikTok. So I'm about to make a really, really good TikTok. Ozzie Exotic is gonna be throwing like they do in Drive.
I think if they had a camera to walk around this guy in 1980, like
I would pay
87 and no EVs
It
around.
was fun.
It would be unbelievable.
I'm the only one in baseball. I was thinking about driving home from here.
Wait, then you guys went to the batting cages?
Yeah.
Were you living the life of like a college?
How about this one?
A college guy with
How
money.
about this one? I'm the guy hanging around with the clubbies, bad boys. I never hang around with players. I always hang around with the clubbies and drinking with them.
I do the same thing.
By the way, it's called.
always hang around with the
By the way, the movie's called.
What is
Trainers
it?
too.
It's trying
Like the one with the mermaid.
Always.
Somebody else said.
Splash. No idea. By the way, you got to be old. Whoever said that's older. That was quick. Splash.
Okay, so for next week,
You went to the batting cages after you saw the movie. You were living the life of a dorm guy, just drinking with your buddies.
I was so stupid. I went to Hooters.
Oh, great wings.
No,
But you went for the wings.
No, but it's just like I hang around with kids.
By the way, first of all,
Mark,
Hooters in the
Jimmy.
80s. Hooters in the 80s was awesome.
No, but I was all the clubs from Chicago going to Sarasota. They stay in my house. All 7
So
guys.
I guarantee you were basically you guys were drinking.
Oh,
And
you
you
know,
were Joe Exotic without the zoo.
yeah.
Just with
By the way, I was hungover every morning because those guys show up. But those are the guys take care of you. Look, I love the club.
Listen to this.
You love the club.
The story goes that you guys went to the batting cages and they hustled the guy because they thought you couldn't hit. You were just some Mexican.
Yeah, that's
true. And you were raking like hitting.
No, you know how we went to? You remember that what throwing the ball in some place and you drink, you have a picture.
Oh my
And,
God.
I just sitting there with Lion was it? I just sitting there and the guy go, hey, still I go, hey, you little man, come here. You gotta beat. He set me up. I don't know. I get loose. I start throwing. I beat everyone. And you have like 7 pictures of.
You guys were hustling. Ringers.
But they don't know. I just see like skinny guy.
Get the janitor to do it.
he had more mustache than muscle.
Yeah,
We already have all the topics for Being Guillén for next week within the last 5 minutes.
Literally.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. You keep wanting to listen to us live. It's La Vida Baseball live Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Fridays are Being Guillén. Monday and Wednesday is La Vida Baseball live. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go on at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to catch us on demand, the podcast is up, and it will be for this episode very shortly.
Wash your hands.
And La Vida Baseball on Facebook.
Watch us streaming games, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
Yeah, if you're a gamer and you think you can take us on, let us know on the Twitch, the gaming. If you think your little 10-year-old kid can take us on, let us know. If you want to pay Asne the guy that's been helping Oni, coaching him through his MLB The Show, he's at a coach's number. We know you hired someone.
No. I'm not very good. I'm just trying to get better. So
He got better real quick. So let us know. La Vida Baseball from the Guillén family. Stay safe. Keep your hands clean. Thank you so much.
Keep everything clean.
Cog Hill.
Cog Hill, please open. I'm gonna die. My God.
Thank you.